Hare Krishna. We are continuing Rahu Ketu axis, and today we are going to discuss Ketu in the fifth house and Rahu in the 11th house. You see, whenever you have Ketu in the fifth house, you have accomplished certain bad karmas in the fifth house in the previous birth. So, when I say bad karmas, is like karmas which are related to children, karmas that are related to your romantic life, love life, karmas that are related to your education, especially the education after the school, the karmas that are also associated with mantras, the chanting of different mantras, and even your grandfather. Now, why did I say grandfather? Because this house is ninth, uh, from the ninth, right? So in Vedic astrology, we also consider the home of father as ninth, and in Western, we obviously take 10th. But you know, from ninth is also where you see your grandfather. So definitely there is some mistreatment which is done by the grandfather. And now that you have Ketu in the fifth house, there'll be a funnel that will be created towards Rahu. So Rahu obviously sits in the 11th house, right? And Rahu will have aspect on the third house and the seventh house. Now, the first thing, when you see Ketu in the fifth house, is you feel as if, oh, there'll be problem of conceiving children, there'll be problem in education. No, the problem will be where you're going to have a very, very difficult time with your siblings, because Rahu, that funnel from the fifth house, has gone to Rahu, and then you have desires towards the 11th house, third house, and the seventh house, and that is where we are going to take a hit. It's not about children, it's about marriage, because there will be trouble in the seventh house, because those karmas that are going to be distributed in in the third, in the seventh, and in the 11th house, where Rahu is present and Rahu is aspecting. Simple. So what is the message? The first message here is that we need to have cordial relationship with children, which you did not had in the previous birth, and it will be difficult for you because Ketu will not let you achieve that. Ketu will punish you through Rahu first with problems with siblings, problem with small distance travels. There are a lot of travels that will be cancelled. You're supposed to go to from Delhi to Bangalore or Delhi to Mumbai. Some problem in the last hour issues, or maybe the flights are getting cancelled, or XYZ reasons. So third house, siblings, small distance travels. You'll see these people will have problems in their initial primary education. You'll see these people will have problems in communication. People will perceive their communication in a very, very wrong way. That's the pain. I mean, you're saying everything in the most righteous way, and someone is taking that in an absolutely wrong way. Third house problem. You want to start something. Suppose you want to start probably a startup, something new for the world. You will have millions of problems, because the third house is not giving you that benefit because of your prarabdha in the fifth house. Same happens with the marriage. At times marriage is immensely delayed, and if it is not delayed, it's not about you can't conceive children. You see, when a male and a female come together in a frame of mind to have a child, the intimacy, the warmness, and the connection, the mental connection, has to be very, very high. Otherwise, you keep trying, you will not be able to conceive the baby. So the problem is not in the fifth house. The problem is actually in the seventh house, where that warmness, that highest level of urge to be with each other physically is like not there. At times, maybe there's an office pressure or some pressure because of which, you know, something or other is coming and you're blaming the fifth house. Actually, it's the seventh house. And then the 11th house, society, hopes, wishes, desires. You'll see people with Ketu in the fifth house. It takes a long, long time for them to actually fulfill their hopes, wishes, and desires. I mean, the desires will get fulfilled when you have no desire left for that particular thing. That's where the problem is. And you know what? This is a very important information that I want to provide with this axis is that you can lose your reputation because of a female. Maybe a female staff, a junior, or someone like you are a manager. And then, someone who just as an executive had just come into the office and you fell for her. And she thought you as a stair to go to the next level. And somehow you could not give her what she was expecting in terms of office and promotion because she was using you were attracted to her, and now she's going to spoil your reputation. Even the maid at home, the house help, for no reason they can spoil your reputation even if your intentions were not bad. That's what happens because actually in the 11th house you lose reputation because of a female, because exactly ninth from it is the 7th house, Venus, in the Naisargic Kalpurush horoscope. So it is very, very important when you have Ketu in the fifth, please do not get into any infatuation, any relationship, any attraction beyond your marriage, beyond your relationships, or people, especially the female, who has a very different stature professionally, who has a very different background, professionally. But is there something that we can do about it? Of course, yes. First thing, you'll get a lot of support from people from very different background, different culture, especially from the foreign lands. You'll get a lot of help and support from there. The next important thing is that you can also gain from the parental property, but don't fight for it. You will get it. So if you're fighting for parental property, you are making karma. Inheritance will come to you if you have it, that inheritance. It will come. Don't fight for it. Don't get carried away for it. Don't take somebody's suggestion for it. Just be there. It is going to come to you. Respect your grandfather. Spend time with your grandfather. Take him on a spiritual trip. When you sit with your grandfather, how do you motivate your father or grandfather when you are traveling together? Maybe for a small ride, an hour ride, you know, in your car. Take your grandfather, take your father, and ask them what were the best moments of their life. When did they feel in their life that they were proud of themselves? And they'll tell you a long story. Maybe the story of marrying the grandmother, or maybe the first promotion, or buying a first property. How did they achieve that? Huh? When you ask an old person that what is the best moment of your life, what was the best thing that you did where you felt proud of yourself, it releases the cortisol. That's when the cortisol goes so down for an old person, you get blessings. And that is the moment then when that old guy would want to spend time with you, and then you're burning karmas. You're telling Ketu that, hey, Ketu, I've realized what mistake I did in my previous birth, and I'm not going to do it in this life. No. You need to be little careful with your behavior and aggression with children. You need to be, careful with your education. You got to be sincere in your college. Don't miss papers. Do not, you know, prepare in time. Do not prepare in the last moment and then you can expect some compartments or supplies. Don't do that. And when you're choosing a mantra, the highest priority should be Guru mantra. If you don't have a guru in life, Shiva is your Guru mantra. Sam Sadashiv is the mantra. Sam Sadashiv, Sam Sadashiv, Sam Sadashiv, Sam Sadashiv. Keep chanting. Keep chanting. Take Dakshinamurti as a Param Guru. Have a picture of Dakshinamurti Shiva. Download from the internet, frame it, put it in your home temple, and lit a lamp every day. And take him as your guru. And you'll find the guru at Bhuluka like this. I've given you one of the biggest secrets to find your guru. In fact, when you start praying to Dakshinamurti Shiva, the guru will find you. You'll see circumstances around you where you'll find a guru for yourself. This is the message of Ketu in the fifth, Rahu in the 11th. That's where the problems is. Problem is in the third, seventh, and the 11th house. And you'll be restricted for the things in the fifth house. Simple. You understand this? You plan your life, you plan your behavior, you plan your emotions. Sometimes it is very much important to focus here, then here. That's the message of Rahu and Ketu. I'll come up with another video again. Till then, Hare Krishna, Har Har Mahadev. I hope you liked it.